What's good, beautiful people? I'm the Black Thumb, and this is my man's
Ayati.
And welcome to New to the Game podcast, the podcast for the casual NBA fan.
Now, the casual NBA fan is more interested in the fashion, the culture, the music, the drama. What are we talking about today?
So today, I thought we're right in the middle of the playoffs. The playoffs just got started,
Okay.
And we both have teams that we root for that are in the playoffs. So I thought we'd do a quick check-in with each other on how we're feeling about your Clippers and how I'm feeling about my Lakers at this stage of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then after that, we'll spend the bulk of this episode giving our reactions to all of the different signature shoes that the athletes, and in particular, we'll be looking specifically at the signature shoes of the people or the players in the playoffs.
Okay.
And we may throw in a couple of extra special guests just because we can do whatever the fuck we want to do, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do that and give our ratings, reactions to those things, and we'll keep it pushing.
Nice, a fashion episode.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a little bit of fashion today, a little NBA fashion with just a little bit of basketball on the front end. Okay, so for my folks, for our listeners and viewers that are here for the fashion, just bear with us for a little bit. And for the motherfuckers that is here for the basketball, enjoy this little piece, this little sliver of NBA heaven that we're about to give you.
Yes.
All right. So with that being said, your Clippers are tied up with the Dallas. No. Who are the Clippers playing?
Playing Dallas.
Yeah, they are playing the Dallas Mavericks. Sorry.
Yeah. That's what had me nervous. I was like, ooh, you gotta play them motherfuckers? I was like, not right now. Not with them two. Not with Mr. Magic, and they both Mr. Magic, the way them motherfuckers just be throwing random shit up, and the contortion that Kyrie can do is just a lot. I was already like, I don't want to deal with this. Not the first round. That's how I feel as a Clipper fan.
Yeah.
But
how are you feeling after 2 games in, tied 1-1, going back to Dallas?
I'm relieved because, I think Kawhi he's like out with like a knee injury. He didn't play the first game because he was like the knee was giving him trouble. I can't remember if he played the second game.
He did play the second game.
Okay, so that's good. That's probably why we won that second game.
No,
they lost.
You lost that second game.
So we won the first game without him.
Correct.
God damn it. So I was nervous. So
so how do you feel now, knowing
I'm
that
still
you lost the game?
Yeah, with him back. I mean, he ain't 100%. I mean, shit, he probably all wobbly and shit. So he's great when he's great, but if he ain't 100%, I don't want to play against no Luka and Kyrie in the first round. Like, I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm still a little nervous. So even when it's 1-1, to me it's a fresh start. It's still 0-0 at this point. So it's just now a game out of 6. Now, it ain't best out of 7. Now it's best out of 5.
Yeah, it's fair.
So whoever gets to these next 3 wins first, got it. And I'm like, fuck. So, I mean, we'll see how things pan out. I don't think anyone's reliable on the team. Like,
on the Clippers?
On the Clippers.
No one's reliable?
Not for, like, when the pressure's on. Like, let's say this shit go all the way down to 3-3.
Not even, I mean...
It's 3-3. It's like, now it's like it's game 7 elimination type of situation. I wouldn't say I can wholeheartedly put my faith in this player to make sure we get past this.
Okay.
I don't think we have that. They're either too old or they too raggedy. Like, that's what it is.
That's fair. They
beyond the prime of having that killer instinct because of either an injury or they just old.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, I agree with that largely. That's essentially who it is. Because Paul George, he's been more available than Kawhi, but he's had injury issues. Kawhi, that goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
And James Harden is just not. He's just an older version of himself, and it's not as good offensively from him producing points, even though he's played relatively well these first couple of games. And yeah, he has a history of coming up real small in big spots, especially in the playoffs. So that makes sense. And Russell Westbrook, yeah, like he's getting up there. But he's been balling for y'all since he's been there. He's been y'all's only constant in a lot of ways. And yeah, I mean, I liked Russ when he was in OKC. I was okay with him in Houston. I liked him in Washington. You know how I feel about our time together in Los Angeles as a Laker. Like, it was awful for both parties. But yeah, he's been great for y'all.
I'm just basing it off of history. Like, Russ is gonna be Russ. Like, to me, he's great. But even when Russ is at his best, has it ever been that game changer, like championship, because of just what you do? And that's where I'm like, not one person on there, with the exception of Kawhi. I think he is that one that when it's on, he will get you to a championship or pass a series. But I don't think he's 100% there.
Right.
I think he might be injured, or he's scared as fuck that I'm going to get injured if I turn it up. And I don't want to risk a fucking career by trying to get past these motherfuckers. I'm like, I'm all at the end of the day like, you know what? Fuck it. Don't end your career right now. I'm not saying have a lackadaisical end, just drag your ass for the next 6 years because you scared to really fuck yourself up. But I think he's past his prime. So he got the championship ring. Fuck it. Just keep us entertained at this point.
That's been your entire franchise's motto. Just keep us entertained.
Yeah, because we know watching motherfuckers do funny shit and dunk and
Clippers championships. They don't happen.
I don't think it's happening personally. Like, I don't think Dallas is going nowhere. I think after us, they done.
Really?
They ain't getting past nobody else in them motherfucking rounds. The way them other teams are playing.
So you think they would lose to OKC or New Orleans in the next series?
I think so.
Really? They would lose to New Orleans?
But ain't New Orleans already out?
No, New Orleans is the 8 seed.
Okay, they played against
they beat
Lakers.
they beat the Kings to get in. And they're playing the Thunder right now. So it's either the Thunder, they're either going to if Dallas gets by your Clippers, they're either going to play the Thunder or they're going to play the New Orleans Pelicans.
I think Thunder's getting past that. That's why I'm like,
okay. So you genuinely don't think that Dallas is going to beat OKC?
Nah.
Based on what? Like is it a gut feeling? Is this, have you been crunching some numbers unbeknownst to me, your co-host? like what makes you think that Dallas isn't going to beat the Thunder?
All right, it goes back again to like the effectiveness of just a few people.
Okay.
It's only, to me, and it comes down to just Luka or Kyrie. And together they great, but they still need other people. And I don't think it's a team effort with Dallas. It's them two as a team. The team is them two.
Okay.
It's a 2 against 5.
Okay.
OKC is a team. Like, I think all them motherfuckers is solid when they all good. They all complement each other, and they will overpower you as a team. You ain't getting past that. I think it's going to be Nuggets versus OKC or Nuggets versus the Timberwolves.
Well, Timberwolves are on the same half as Denver, so they would play in the second round.
Shit.
So it's either going to be Denver or it's going to be Denver and OKC, Denver and Dallas, Denver and Los Angeles Clippers, or
the game to watch on the West will be the Nuggets versus the Timberwolves. That's the game.
Yeah,
whoever wins out of that is going to be the West.
Well, we can't talk about that series yet because my Lakers are not done. Okay?
They aren't getting past them. Let's move on to Lakers. Let's go ahead and talk about your Lakers because they are not getting past Nuggets. I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry, Terry. They're not at all getting past these Nuggets.
Yeah, man.
It's a repeat of last year.
Yeah. It's over.
It's about to be a sweep. They might get one game.
I think we get one game. I don't know if that's going to be game 3 or game 4. I'm not.
I hope it ain't game 4.
I don't have any feelings about either one as it relates to not getting swept. At this point, I feel like we've emptied the clip.
Oh, he's still standing.
We've emptied the clip, bruh. There's nothing left. We got nothing left. We're down to throwing household items. we got nothing left to give.
So it's like a scene from Halloween where Michael he's walking, Jason walking down the hallway, and you done shot at this motherfucker. You throwing a table at, he just keep fucking coming, coming. That's what y'all doing with, huh?
That's exactly what it is.
It's the boogeyman just coming straight at you.
Yes, bruh. And so here's the thing, man.
Damn, you sound like me. You sound like a Clipper fan talking about your shit.
Got no hope. zero hope right now, bruh. Zero hope. So here's the thing, man. Shit sucks. First of all, let's just be for real.
Just be entertained, brother. Just be entertained.
It sucks, but yeah, man. I mean, like game 1, Anthony Davis played well, Bron played well, and it was really kind of we didn't really get great games from a lot of our supporting cast, right? Yeah. Like, you know, Austin Reeves is like something's going on with Austin Reeves.
He might take a payout.
Like he's been in a
betting on himself.
Yeah, but like I don't know, like he just hasn't been very aggressive when he's had the ball, and I don't know if that's because D'Lo has kind of really asserted himself as that third scorer, so he's trying to kind of figure out his role again within that starting unit. Whereas I think early in the season he was considered more of the 3, and D'Lo was the 4. And then D'Lo just started scorching earth and just, you know, making threes left and right. And so I think he's trying to figure out his role on the team. And you can tell, like, he's hesitant. He's not playing aggressively the way he typically does. Or at least that's just how I feel or how I see it. And then D'Lo just didn't have a great game that first game. And so it was one of them things where it's like it happens the same fucking way every time, bruh. Like, we be out there beating ass. We be out there like, throwing shots. And we get up by double digits. We were up, I think, 12 points in game 1. 20. And then we were up 20 points in game 2. And they just walk us down every time, bruh. And so now we've lost 10 straight games to these people, to these dudes, bruh. Like, and there's a chance that we might lose 13 or 11 and 12 within the next week.
Yeah.
So I'm not optimistic. I have very little hope. My only hope at this point, because the other thing that we have to factor in as well is, like, you know, the longer this series goes, the more likely it is that LeBron and AD are going to slow down. Mm-hmm. They're going to fatigue. And I get that it's still the first round, but, like, I mean, Anthony Davis is averaging 30-plus points and, you know, 12 to 15 damn rebounds a game. You know what I'm saying? And playing 40-plus minutes. LeBron's doing, you know, he's not averaging that much, but he's averaging in the mid-20s, you know, probably 7 and 7 or whatever his typical playoff average is. And they're playing heavy minutes. So the longer this series goes, it doesn't favor the Lakers. And we've done ourselves no favors in these first couple of games where we came out and kind of weren't ready and all the way locked in as a team collectively. And then came out in game 2 and played really well as a team, but Denver is just better.
Yeah.
And more importantly, they're better down the stretch. We just started turning the ball over. I can't tell you how many fucking layups I've seen us miss in the first couple of games. I think AD missed 2 or 3 layups last night. Bron did the same. Rui Hachimura missed some layups. Like, so it's just like those little things. And when you play Denver, that's the difference between winning and losing, bro.
I mean, it could be the elevation. You know,
that's a factor. Yeah,
I think that's a big piece. But Denver's the new Golden State. Like, they will. It don't matter how much you up by. They won't light your ass up.
They will run you down.
You're going to lose that lead.
And the beautiful,
you're only going to win by 1 or 2 points if you do win. But you're not about to confidently walk out of this victory or even have a victory.
That's fair.
Because even if y'all would have won that game, you probably would only win by 1 point.
Yeah,
and it would have just still been a confidence destroyer. Like, we were up by 20. How we only beat these guys by 1.
Exactly. So it was a no-win situation for the Lakers.
Yeah. Catch 20.
The only win situation, the only way that it would have been a, like, true, like, all right, we got a foothold in this series. Like, it truly feels like we're going back to LA tied 1-1. Like, if they would have, to your point, ended up winning by double digits, even if it was just 10 points. A double-digit win against a team that you haven't beat in damn near a year, maybe longer, like, that feels good going back home, going back to your home crowd. But to lose game 1 the way we lost game 1, where we were up early and ended up not figuring out a way to win late, and then game 2 basically doing the same thing but doing it to a larger degree, it feels like the straw that broke the camel's back. And as a fan, I have no reason to believe that they're going to come back and win this series.
I got 2 things that are they're just hypothesis conspiracy theories. Like, not even conspiracy theories, but one is that in this game 3, the way the Lakers need to win so they can have a chance in this series is that they need to be losing in comeback. Because if they do another one of these, win by 20 and still win, like if they have a lead and then win, to me, that's part of the Joker's game. Like, it's just like, Joker has this image that he don't really try. He just fucking horses all day and shit. He ain't really in training, and they like he ain't really practicing and shit. But to me, I think that's part of his like his camouflage, his lure. This motherfucker's probably built like a fucking grizzly bear, and can probably run like 50 miles and never get tired. Like he just never gives up. And he got you thinking that he ain't in shape, he ain't conditioned. I got LeBron that work out all hard and shit. I got Terminator with me, but this motherfucker's like Superman and shit. He's just a weird freak of nature. So in my mind, when you fighting a battle like this, it's better to come from the underdog position. It gives you more confidence that like a Goliath was beating your head for the whole game, and out of nowhere you just came back and took them down, instead of whooping on their ass for 3 quarters and then the roles get switched. We know they're going to do that. So I think the Lakers don't want to get lulled into that situation. If anything, lose by a lot or strategically stay behind a little bit and then overtake them. Because I think it's going to give you confidence like, oh, we can beat these guys. We should have lost, but somehow we overtook them. Instead of coming from the position that, oh man, I thought we were going to win. And then all of a sudden, beast mode turns on, and then this guy just walk on you with his chariots and shit, you know? So I'm like, chariots. I feel like he just like, he came out and just had like the smallest soldiers out there and was like, y'all was just tearing them up. And then like the trees fall and he got these fucking elephants and shit.
Giants coming out.
And come out and that's what they do to you guys. And I'm like, okay, it's better just kind of like, don't ever, even if you can get a crazy lead on them, don't do it. Like, because it's a psychological game. I think these motherfuckers is going to tear y'all asses up again if y'all get another big ass lead back at home in LA.
I mean, at this point, we should be down to try anything, because what we've been doing hasn't worked for the better part of a year. So,
you get a 20-point lead, throw all your whack ass people out there. Just, you're going to lose it anyway, but don't wear out your good people. Like, everybody like, well,
that's a thought.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they kept their good guys out there and they had the lead and was like, well, we got to keep the lead. And they started to see it get chopped away and they kept the good guys out there and ran them out even more. I'm like, if you're going to lose, in my mind, you should feel like you're not going to win this shit. So,
you might as well tinker.
Y'all need to do some psychological battles on them. Y'all need to get y'all other guys confident enough that we can beat them. I think right now, the current Lakers, the only ones who think they can beat them is probably LeBron. Like, he's probably the only one like, we can beat these motherfuckers. Why can't y'all believe me? Like, why can't y'all get on board? Even AD, even though he's putting up the effort and the energy like he's trying to win, but I think he might not believe he can win.
That's fair.
Especially with it happening twice, and I know he out there working. I'm pretty sure it's like he's just frustrated.
He's been unbelievable these first couple of games. Unbelievable.
That type of loss is a morale crusher. This
yes
will make you lose a series.
You saw the press conference. Jamal Murray made a shot, threw the mic on the table. That shit was so funny. I'm sorry, AD, but that shit was funny, bruh.
LeBron just got mad because I don't even want to talk about this no more.
Walked away, bro.
Blaming the refs and shit. Oh, man, these refs ain't calling nothing. I'm like, they ain't gonna call nothing. Either it's rigged or it's not. So, but y'all need to not get sucked into these traps no more. Like, I don't know why y'all thought y'all was like, oh, we got these guys. No, these are the Nuggets. These are the defending champions.
The real deal.
And I don't know why people think that Joker must be like in crazy conditioning. Like, crazy conditioning. Like, and I think people just ain't, because it's not advertised that way.
That's not the narrative of him. The narrative of him is that he doesn't love basketball. He's good at basketball. That's his narrative. And so you immediately think of Ben Simmons in that situation. Like the person who's trying to do the least and make the most, right? And that's just not who Joker is. Like, he is grinding. Like, for every piece of horse footage that you probably see from him, there's probably 10 other secret videos, and that's the other thing. He doesn't have a big social media presence, so he's not out here posting that I'm in the gym. He's just in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
I think he has a natural resting rate, like how I say, like LeBron has. His average is way higher than everybody's.
Like his HRV.
Yeah, like his coasting is people's highest.
Correct.
trying. And I think the same thing is with Joker. Is just it's not in an athletic sense. Like maybe this is another conspiracy. Maybe for the first 15 years of his life, they didn't have a horse to plow, and it was his ass out there plowing. So he can fucking just keep going for like 10 hours. You don't understand how strong this motherfucker is just from his childhood kind of shit. Like, he got some weird, like, just for him to be that big and can go that long, he makes AD look like he's exhausted. They said at one point, if Joker's beating you down the court, something's wrong. Because they said Joker's slow. And they said he beat AD was like tired and shit, like hands on his knees in that first game. And like, LeBron couldn't even outrun him. I'm like, this guy is still like just, he wasn't moving fast, but he was consistently going. And I said, that guy's a workhorse. That's what it is. He just, you don't understand how in shape this guy is.
Of all the conspiracies that you have around the NBA, this is by far my favorite one. that Jokic is the plow.
He's the plow horse. He was like, they put the yoke on his ass and he's out there fucking gardening for like...
They put the yoke on Jokic.
They put the yoke on Jokic, yes. And he was out here plowing rows to put potatoes or some shit out in Europe, and he was just like doing this forever.
Oh my God.
So a basketball court, he like running back and forth? Okay, I did this forever. Like, I went back and forth down the field with a yoke on my shoulder. And he just walking down like, throw a ball in. Throw a ball in. Throw a ball in. He's like, why this guy never work out? He was plowing for 10 years. Like, what the hell? He don't need to work out. Like, what you mean? He's an ox. He's literally, this is his condition. This is his normal everyday. He was waking up at sunrise, pulling a plow so he can run back and forth down this damn court all around you guys for a few more series. Really? That's why I'm like, champions again. Let them go. Sorry for the Lakers. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So with that being said, it's over for us. Your Clippers still have a chance, which is great. But it's over for the Lakers. I am going to enjoy these last handful of games that the Lakers get. Until next season. But yeah, let's move on to the real shit now.
Oh yeah, let's go to the real.
Our 22-minute appetizer. Mm-hmm. That one was for the true NBA heads. All right.
Yes. All right. It was just random. Had a tangent.
So now let's get into some ratings, reactions of players that are currently playing in the playoffs.
Okay.
And in particular, players that have their own signature shoe, whether it's with Nike, Adidas, I guess not Under Armour because Steph Curry's not in the playoffs. So we won't be looking at any Under Armour shoes. But whatever. So signature shoes. So what I would like for you to do, this is your responsibility in this conversation.
Okay.
Is we're gonna do a second run at you guessing whose shoes are who.
Okay.
Okay. Because the first run, ladies and gentlemen, it was bad. Let's just be frank. It was bad. He only knew like one or two.
Damn,
people.
only knew one or two.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we'll check the tape, but yeah, it was.
That's bad.
It wasn't very many. So Now the cool thing about it is because this is a playoff edition rating or reaction that we're giving for these shoes, you know that these are going to be kind of bigger names. So you kind of have a pot of players to choose from. Okay.
But I don't know nothing about the East because who cares about the East playoffs? I'm sorry. I'm like, damn, who's in the playoffs over there?
Yeah, I feel like that was our last reel, right?
Yeah,
where I was just like, oh, we got a lot of questions about the East.
Who's
I don't know
there?
how many games I'm going to actually watch in the East.
I feel bad.
Okay, so we cool with that?
Yeah, we good.
So let's pull up the first shoe. And
I think you already gave me this one away.
Yeah, so whose signature shoe is this?
I now know that this is a LeBron shoe, right?
Okay, yes.
I thought it was Devin Booker's shoe because of the brown.
Yeah, he
did a brown and white shoe. So I was like, this is Devin Booker's shoe.
Wrong. So you are correct. This is LeBron's 21st version of his shoe.
To me, it looks very similar to Nigel Houston's skateboard shoe. Just so you guys know. I think it looks like a skateboard shoe.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like it is a court shoe, but it also kind of looks like some of their running stuff too.
Look like a running
right?
shoe.
Like an older run specific design.
I mean, basketball players are running,
it's fair.
So it makes sense.
It's fair.
Make it
versatile. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Overall, would you rock it or would you or not?
Not this colorway.
Okay, but you like the design of the shoe.
I like the design. I wouldn't rock this. I don't know if this is orange. I don't know if this is brown.
It's like a terracotta look like.
Yeah.
Or like a Texas,
brown.
like University of Texas kind of orange.
I'm cool on that. And I'm hard on some shoes. Like I'm gonna wear some shoes.
Yeah.
If I put them shits on, I'm doing everything in them shits.
Yeah.
So,
it doesn't feel like there's enough toe coverage.
Well, no, it's a white shoe. I'm gonna tear this motherfucker up.
That too.
Skating, boarding in this shit, going to work in this shit. I do anything in a shoe. I just put them on. I'm not like, I need to keep these clean. Like it's raining. I'm putting these on. Like these shoes are gonna get worn. Just like a vehicle. If don't give me a Lamborghini, I'm gonna dry that motherfucker. Like. Tear these shoes up like I tear up a car, boy. So that's why I wouldn't rock this particular one. But
that makes sense.
I like the
but
design.
You like the design.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm okay on the design. I like some of his earlier versions of his shoes more than I like this one. But yeah, it's solid.
Okay.
All right, next one.
Ooh.
Who shoe is this?
All right, help me some. Let's do some clues. Let's
okay.
Do like
all right. Okay.
Narrow it down.
We'll narrow it down. Okay.
East or west?
West.
Okay.
He was. I'll give you a clue. The player whose signature shoe it is.
Damn.
This is their 16th version, I think.
They've been playing that long. Damn.
Come on, bro. How many more clues do you need?
Oh, is this Westbrook shit?
Oh, no.
Okay, then fuck. I don't know who the fuck this shit is.
Westbrook was almost drafted. No, actually, I think Westbrook might.
He was OKC. That's why I'm like,
he was. He might have been. Oh, I think he was the first.
He could have been on the original team. So
he was the first. I think he was the first official draft pick of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh.
I think Kevin Durant. These are Kevin Durant shoes.
Ah, these are Kevin Durant. Okay.
God damn.
These are kind of clean though.
Yeah, I like these. I think this particular colorway is an ode to his Aunt Pearl, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
So it's like his breast cancer awareness colorway.
Nice.
But yeah, I
I think it's a nice shoe.
Mm-hmm, I agree. And he's got a lot of like cool colorways. But yeah, he's been putting out some good shoes for a minute. KD's line is legit.
Okay.
All right, next one.
Look like a baseball shoe or like a football player shoe.
That's fair.
Like a running back shoe. This is what this shoe is. A running back.
So who do you think? Whose shoe do you think this is?
All right, I have no clues. So I need clues. East or west?
West.
Okay, a west.
In the state of California.
In Cali? Shit, is it on the Kings, Los Angeles, or Clippers?
Clippers.
A Clippers shoe?
Mm-hmm.
These PGs?
Yes, these are Paul George's shoes. This is, I think, the 5th or 6th version of this shoe. I think some of his earlier shoes hit harder than these. That's just my personal opinion. But they alright.
I don't think I like them.
Yeah. Is that like bandana?
I don't know. It's like
print?
puzzle. It's puzzle pieces or
like,
something.
Like what the? Yeah.
Maybe it's molecules. Maybe it's chemical bonds.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like the backwards Nike check.
And you know how I feel about this backwards Nike
I
shit.
know. Yeah. Like, let the people know how you feel about this backwards Nike check.
I personally feel like if you are on Nike and it's not like this is your design studio you're making your own Nike, not in-house Nike people, then leave the Nike sign the way it is. Like if you're like one of these random like Supremes or like Mischief or just some other brand who is coming in and designing it, not I'm putting my name on it, then leave it the way it is. But I think
a lot of these players are collaborating with Nike to design it.
But they're athletes. You're not a designer. Like I don't.
Who's to say that you can't be both?
I just feel like.
And I'll give you an example.
I want to be part of the Nike brand in that situation.
I'll give you a couple of examples, right? So
I don't want nobody to think that my shit is a knockoff. or get away with thinking it's like, oh, maybe a knockoff company will be able to knock off my shit.
Well, these things are being knocked off whether they are
true,
whether the check is facing front or backwards.
True, but I feel like if I'm in a foreign country and I see this shoe, I'll be like, damn, this shit is a knockoff, and it might actually be the legit shoe. Like I'm in the store and everything, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna buy this shit. This shit look weird, like, because I just don't expect this from a real athlete shoe to me.
All right, so let me give you a couple of examples of athletes that are also designers within their own brand. So Steph Curry is one of them, right? He has his own division underneath Under Armour where he puts his logo on everything that he has, right? Like, he doesn't have to put an Under Armour logo on the shit that he makes. Sometimes he does, but he doesn't have to. Same thing, so also another example will be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who just... So he was going to be a sneaker free agent, I think, after this season, so this summer. And he was currently with Converse, which is like a division under Nike, under the Nike umbrella. So he has access to all of the swoosh stuff, but is primarily Converse, Chuck Taylor Converse. So he was obviously going to get deals from probably Nike, Adidas, Puma, all the big basketball brands because he's an MVP candidate, you know what I'm saying? So, but he decided to stay with Converse to get his own. He was gonna get his own signature shoe with whoever he went with. That's just the way these things work. But he decided to stay with Converse to have his own signature shoe, but also be creative director of Converse basketball. So he is going to be designing and playing. So he is, yes. There is a collaboration that happens. It's not just Nike saying, "Hey, this is what we made for you. This is what you wearing." Nah, that's not how this works.
He's gonna have design slid to him, and he's gonna say yay or nay. He's not gonna actually get pencil to paper. He's not gonna be drawing shit. He ain't gonna be getting the clay. He ain't gonna be getting the materials. He ain't gonna be designing. What I mean by like a separate designer is like, bruh, you do something else. Like, you already have your own brand. Like, we already sell shirts. Or it's just something that's not even related to you guys. Like, let's say...
Well, that's what a signature shoe is. Because Russell Westbrook's logo is
he would be the exception to me. Because we know he's, like, a legitimate brand. Like,
No. He's not a legitimate brand because he has Honor the Gift or because he owns car dealerships. He's a legitimate brand because he's fucking Russell Westbrook.
Not the name. I'm talking like I can't explain it. Like, you are big outside of this sport. Like, let's say like you were Supreme and you were selling skate shoes, and all of a sudden Nike reached and was like, "Hey man, do you want to make a basketball shoe?" And you're like, that's not what I do. To me, that's when you have creative reign. If you bring me in, you know it's not what I do, right? And you should be able to kind of freak it how you want. But I'm like, you are a basketball player getting a basketball shoe. Stay with the brand of the basketball shoe. Like, if this is the way Nike do it, I feel like you don't want to differentiate yourself too much. You want to stay authentic to what that brand is. To me, I'm not going to look at that and be like, oh, that's cool from a designer standpoint. Because I'm like, you're a basketball player. But if you were like in some other realm, you was doing sculptures, you were some other art, like Travis Scott. I'm a fucking rapper. Like, Jordan, you want me to make a shoe? Okay, you know I'm not a basketball player, but you want me to make a shoe? Bet. I'm a freak that shit because it's like I'm different. Like, I'm not even in this realm. That's how I feel. Like, that's when you come in and you put your own mark on that shit. Like, you're not in this. You're not even in here. So I don't need to be aligned with the brand at all. Like, I feel like to me, you need to be aligned with whatever it is when it comes to sport design. If you're an athlete and you're getting a sports shoe, don't be up here changing the damn symbols and shit. Like, you need to stick with what it is until you get to that realm. Like, Jordan didn't get his own logo until he was Jordan. He didn't come out the gate trying to change shit up. He was like, Nike. He made Nike big as fuck. And he's like, you know what?
But he did have his own logo.
This wasn't there. It was a swoosh. Yeah,
he had the Air Jordan on it with the wings. The original Air
that
Jordan
Nike
logo.
was the big thing.
Yeah, okay. But everybody shoe has
he didn't have it upside down. It wasn't no weird shit. It was like,
okay,
it's a Nike.
Come on,
it was a Nike. He was like, oh, that's a Nike. The Jordan came second to me.
You can't tell that these are Nikes?
I don't know. Now with no backwards.
So this would be my rebuttal to everything that you just said, right? So essentially, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that like if you are a basketball player, you should stick within because you're not an artist or because you don't do other things at a high level at the same level that you do basketball, then you shouldn't try to differentiate yourself. You should just stay in the lane of whatever the brand has kind of picked for you or created for you. Is that what I'm hearing?
Differentiate within reason. That's what I mean. Like if you don't, I feel like they're changing the brand, and you're not bigger than the brand yet. Like I think you're doing yourself a disservice. Like wait till you're to the point where you're like overcompassing the brand. Then I feel like you step out. That's why I feel like that's why Jordan was so successful. If he did that shit too early, they'd be like, man, I don't give a fuck about no Jordan. He just became bigger than Nike. Like he's bigger than Nike to me. He's Jordan.
But I mean, I feel like LeBron is bigger than Nike too.
Not when it comes to a shoe though. Not when it comes to just people attaching themselves to it. I don't think he's at that point yet.
You don't think so?
Basketball, he's big. He's legendary basketball. But Jordan, I mean, he got motherfucking race car drivers and shit wanting to rock his shit.
Okay,
he got golfers wanting, like, it has nothing to do with basketball. They like, nah, if I'm rocking, I'm the best of that if I'm wearing that.
Okay, so let's solve this now. Let's see how popular Nike is on IG compared to LeBron. Let's do a follower check. All right, so Nike has 306 million followers. And let's see how many LeBron has.
I just feel like Nike. I feel like LeBron's doing it smart.
LeBron has 159 followers.
But LeBron, even though he is bigger than Nike, he ain't trying to like change Nike. Like his shoe look like a Nike, and that's why I was like, bet. Like it don't look weird. It ain't all extra.
He's done backward checks before. Maybe not as big, but he's done it before.
Well, I'm glad he's back to just standard. Just follow the shoe game.
Okay.
He ain't there yet.
All right.
I just feel like some of these players aren't there yet.
I mean, he's the closest one, and I mean,
yeah. If LeBron ain't doing it, I'm sitting there like, yeah, y'all better just make y'all shoe regular.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I disagree with what you're saying.
You want to ride on the coattail for a while. That's how I feel.
I mean,
ride the coattail for a while.
I get that.
There's nothing wrong with being a role player. Don't come out the gate thinking you're bigger than the company. You're not. Like, I think that's how it is with some of those shoes. I'm like, these shoes are going to be forgotten when you get out the league.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about those things. Like, you're absolutely not wrong.
Checking gonna make me
there are going to be shoes that just aren't going to be as sought after in the next 10 to 15 years or after this player retires. Or 10 to 15 years after said player retires.
It's the chicken or egg situation. Yeah. It's like this backwards check is not going to make people make this shoe iconic. Like,
I mean, you never know. Could be the move. All right, so we're gonna agree to disagree, so we can move on because we spent way too much fucking time on Paul George. Paul George.
Like, I felt some type of way about that shoe.
He's a good player, but damn.
What do you do with that shoe? That's
I don't think he needed
with that shoe.
10 minutes or however long that shit was. God damn.
Hey, it was a debate.
All right, so okay, whose shoe is this?
I don't know. It looks like a football shoe too. It got some football looking shoeish. I see that's a Nike.
All right. Yeah. We see that it's a Nike. It's properly.
It looks like a damn Cortez.
It does look like a Cortez, which is like not what you want to be balling in. Let's be for real.
Tear your ankles.
You will blow all your ankles. All right.
I'm gonna have to get clues, man. Like,
Eastern Conference.
Eastern. Whoa, wait a minute now.
Not from the United States.
Okay, that helps. Or no, it don't.
Yeah,
it's a lot of not United States people over
in the Eastern Conference. It's only a couple that it could be.
I mean, you got Embiid.
Okay.
You got Giannis, and I know these ain't Giannis shoes.
Okay, why do you say that? Why are they not Giannis?
I don't know. His shoes seemed very basic when I saw it, and I liked it. It was just like a regular ass shoe. It wasn't extra. Even though this one looked regular, but this don't look like his shoe.
Okay. You ready to find out whose shoe?
Yeah, I'm ready to find out.
It's Giannis' shoe.
What? This is his shoe? Oh my god! I thought it was his red looking shoe.
Yeah,
that he had for his brother or some shit. Like he put his brother's name on one shoe or some shit.
Nah, well, yeah. I mean, he puts his family names on all his shoes. That's a standard of his
I wouldn't rock this shit.
Yeah, me neither. They look awful. I feel like Giannis's first shoe, I think his second shoe was his best shoe. His second drop was his best one, and this is I think his third or fourth, and they just.
Well, I mean, you have hit and misses though,
for sure.
So that's why I'm like,
for sure. But he's so early in his signature shoe line that like you have one or two too many misses. And you ain't moving enough units, and it's already harder for big men to sell shoes. Like you can't have too many misses early in the game. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Maybe they good for something else, like. Cause it's like a dad shoe.
That's what I'm saying.
Like maybe he can market this to like dads.
And I've looked at him in all types of different colorways. Like, cause I'm like I like Giannis.
So maybe the one I seen was one of the other ones.
It had to be one of the others. Now I think his next
other generation.
Now
I
think his newest one that's coming out is a little bit better, and I think that might be the one that you saw.
The one I seen.
It's definitely better than this. But
this ain't it.
We're at the bottom. This is at the bottom. This is his worst shoe.
This ain't it.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Damn, man. I feel bad for you, bro.
All right, let's keep.
Oh yeah, I know this one right here. Ja Morant's. What?
Yeah. Ja Morant is a special guest. This one's just for you.
Once again, a skate shoe, baby. That looks just like a skateboard shoe.
Yeah. No. His shoe is hard. I'm interested to see where he goes from here, though.
Like, they actually selling this though.
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't discontinue it or nothing.
No.
Yes.
No. He still has his shoe. I think he's releasing some new colorways, but he hasn't. There haven't been talks about his second shoe yet. So I'm not sure if they're just keeping it hush hush because they're still working on it, or if shenanigans have caught up.
they wait to make sure they let time play out. Like, let's make sure he gonna pull out another strap. He gonna pull out the yammer again. Is he gonna pull out the hammer this summer? Because he got shoulder surgery. He gonna go out and I'm gonna rub on him again. That's what they waiting for. That's why. They like, we're gonna make a little money.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait.
Yeah, wait. Speaking of Ja Morant, y'all make sure y'all check out that Ja and his daddy episode from earlier this season, where we talk about all things Ja Morant and the relationship with his dad, and how it has impacted his NBA career thus far.
Classic episode, and they'll give you some context of how I feel about
these shoes.
These shoes, but why Nike waiting?
Yeah, so Ja's a special guest because Memphis was one of the worst teams in the league. Obviously, he was hurt most of the season. They were the most injured team in the league.
He was out early, wasn't he?
He was out early because of other things.
Yeah, but when he came back, he was hot for a second, and he had to go right back out. He was there for injury came, and he was gone.
10 to 14 days, and then he injured his shoulder in practice, and that was it.
What the hell did you do at practice? I'm like, why'd you do it? It put you out for the season.
He was probably dunking or some shit. Like you talked about in our All-Star episode about motherfuckers getting injured dunking.
Yamming. Anyway. Yamming, and he's small too, so I'm like, he got to jump high. So I'm serious, he probably just fuck this shit up.
It takes extra energy.
But yeah, those are a go. This colorway, I would just put this motherfucker on.
Yeah. His shoes are hard, so I'm interested to see what's to come with his line. I'm excited for Ja's signature shoe line moving forward. All right, next one.
Now, is this Devin Booker shoe?
Yes. These are the chapter ones, bruh.
They had a different colorway though. I saw like a creamish color.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a bunch. He's got like he just dropped him and PJ Tucker collabed on a like brown leather and suede. Oh, bruh, it's just
I
so
like
tough.
Devin Booker shoe.
This is he is.
Do they all come in that little book box? Okay, I like that. Yeah. See, it's the whole thing for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all Nike signature, well, really all signature shoes have some type, like Harden has some really cool shoe boxes for like some of his releases and stuff like that, especially for some of the like customs and those types of things. But yeah, D-Book's shoe is one of my favorite shoes in the league right now. I think he has probably, in my opinion, he's a top 3. It's a top 3 signature shoe for me. It could be number 1.
Now I'm starting to realize that I got a bias. I'm already picking up on it.
Okay,
I'm starting to lean towards all these. They mostly look like SB Dunks.
Yeah, well, this like is, and I think
skateboard shoes.
This is. It like, looks like it kind of looks like a lifestyle shoe / on court shoe / to your point, like
a skate shoe.
Skate shoe. Yeah,
I'm just like,
it's multi-purpose, multifunctional. It's versatile.
I'm hoping these are functional.
I mean, they look comfy, bro.
They look comfortable. They look hard. I probably wouldn't get orange unless I'm trying to just be like
out there.
I'm really trying to be out there.
Yeah.
Like, I wear some wild colors.
Well, I mean, same. You know, bro. You see what the fuck I got on right now? Like, what are we talking about? You know, I'm stepping out that orange, bro.
But these right here gonna be so damn memorable. But they clean.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see where he goes with his signature line. Just because I really like his fashion sense and like his style, blah 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 blah. All right, next one. All right, who we think this is?
Wait, hold on. I'm sure I went too many. Oh, this is a Jordan, huh?
Yes, it is a Jordan shoe,
but it's not Jordan.
But whose shoe is it? It's under the Jordan line.
Okay, it's an under person. And we going with playoff people.
He owns car dealerships. He owns a clothing line. He's one of your favorite players on the Clippers.
Really? Okay.
He played awful in the other locker room.
Oh, he's Westbrook?
Yes, Russell Westbrook. And he's had a signature line for a while. So I think this is probably like his 10th to 12th release.
Nice.
They okay.
They are. I like the color.
Yeah, he does a lot with colors. He also likes to do a lot with different materials. So like you notice the cool zipper, like and in this case, to your point, are you okay with him stepping outside of the Jordan brand, so to speak?
Right there.
No, I understand. Well, it's hard to. I mean, I guess you.
He didn't put him in like a different position.
Well,
no, it's just the same motherfucker.
No, I think it's not in a different position, but it is flipped the other way, right?
I don't know what way Jordan's be going.
I think he typically is facing to the right.
I don't know which way Jordan's go.
But I don't know. But I could be wrong. But he is an actual designer because he designs. He has his own clothing.
Like if he did do something weird, like we just was like.
I mean, he's done it. He's
no, the whole shoe is weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He did something, but if he did something weird to their brand, like their actual branding, he freaked it because there's a lot of brands that do that. Like they'll take the logo and do some weird shit with it, but it's like that's what you expect when you collaborate with that motherfucker. But
I got you.
That's where I'm like, he could have pulled that off if he wanted to. He could have literally put like Michael Jordan in a chair, like, and it'd be like, what the fuck? And then it'd be like, well, it's Westbrook, you know?
It's sit man, not
sit man, yeah, just sit man, like,
man.
Just having a chair with his legs crossed. Like, is that Barack Obama? Like, but I think he could have got away with it if he wanted to do it because of circumstances and kind of how he moves. If Westbrook didn't make it in the league, he probably would have already been like some brand owner. He'd have been like a fashion guy in LA, like some hood or probably hood adjacent fashion line that would have just been known, like either locally or just they'd have been designing shit. That's how I feel he comes off of.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
given his history and
or even a rapper.
Yeah, I mean, like he was. Like, I mean, let's just call it what it is. Like he was one of the first people that really turned the tunnels into a runway, right? Like he was one of the first ones that really kind of stepped outside the box from a fashion sense, or at least that I remember. And I get that,
and
like,
did it well.
Yeah, and I get that, like, you know, yes, there are other very nicely dressed players before. Motherfuckers used to come in suits in the 70s and all that bullshit. Like, I get that. So like, don't come for me over this bullshit. Like, let's just call it what it is. Like nobody was checking for these fucking tunnels in 1972. No one gave a fuck. You feel me? Like no one cared in the 80s
with the suit with the big
no one was checking for that shit back then, bruh. So don't miss me with the bullshit about like, oh no, Jordan was really the one. Like, nah, miss me with that shit. Westbrook made that shit popular, right? Like, he was the first one that really stepped outside of the mold and was like, well, fuck it. Like, I'm going to use this as an opportunity. Yeah. And he wore some wild-ass shit. And then that really what it did, it gave everybody else permission to be who they are. Or to try to one-up the next person. And I'm here for it.
And I feel like that's what gives him part. Like, I feel like he would have succeeded outside. It's like he didn't need to be a basketball player to be a good fashion guy.
It helped because he had hundreds of millions to invest.
Exactly, it helped. But I could see him actually. This is what he do. He would have already succeeded with it over time.
Yeah,
like he would have just if that's what he really was passionate about, if he'd have kept working at it, it'd have caught on. And that's where I'm like, if you want to turn Jumpman to sit man,
go ahead,
Westbrook. We ain't gonna
just this one time.
This one time and it's fine.
All right, moving on. All right, so who you got? Who you thinking?
Another classic look. I feel like it's a classic.
So this is another Jordan shoe.
Really, that's a Jordan shoe?
Yeah.
West or East?
West.
Damn.
This player was a number 1 overall pick. He, I'm sorry. He had some baby mama drama this offseason. Oh!
Wait, is he on?
Yes, bruh, damn!
He didn't have baby mama drama. He just had strippers that he was worried about.
It wasn't, there was no drama, bruh. His shit was all, okay, stop the madness. Let's.
It wasn't with the baby mama. It was the stripper causing the issue.
So
you can't blame the baby mama.
Well, I'm not saying that it was her fault. I'm just saying that there was some tension with his baby mama because of shenanigans outside of that relationship. So it's all
chick drama.
It all falls under the umbrella of baby mama drama. Because if he didn't have a baby mama, would there be drama?
If he didn't have side chicks, it would be no drama. The baby mama wouldn't be upset at all if he didn't have all these side chicks and shit. That's where I'm saying, like, this is side chick drama. The baby mama would be completely happy, wouldn't be causing no issues. I don't think she is the problem.
Oh, my Lord.
It's Zion's trouble.
It's fair.
You can't call her a problem.
That's fair.
We gotta, you know.
Well, you're right. We have to be.
You can't paint her in a bad light like she out here.
That's fair.
Crazy as fuck, busting out windows and shit.
That's fair. To our knowledge. Allegedly.
But we know who slid out once he announced he had a baby. He was like, side chick was like, "What you talking about? Wait a minute." That shit was classic.
That shit was classic. Have my man's looking real silly, bro.
But to give credit, who the side chick was bad though. I give him that.
Okay. See, this is everything you just said before that is no law is negated. Literally everything you just said. It's like I understand. What? No. So it was baby mama drama. Final verdict. Anyway, so these are Zion shoes. Yes.
All right. My question is functionality.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he'll bust out a shoe.
It don't feel like it's enough shoe.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, this is his shoe? Like, is his ankles and his weight gonna hold these? Because he literally bust out the side of shoes. Like,
he's lost a lot of weight over the course of the season. Like, he's put in lots of work. Obviously, he's injured right now. I think it's a hamstring injury, which, you know, that means he's done for the season because New Orleans isn't winning the first round. Damn. But anyway, bro, I feel you. It's like the shoe looks tiny. It looks really narrow. I mean, and I get that we just have a side view of it.
So he need a high top, bro.
Yeah, like, bro, you need
more shoe.
He needs a high mid to a high top. You feel me?
He need more shoe.
Like, we got to give you all the support, my guy.
What if they had a front view and it's really wide? Does that count as more shoes?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like Jordan shoes are kind of already a little more durable. Like
they're wide. Don't think of that boy. He needs to be planted.
Yeah. So
he can't have nothing rolling and busting out the side of the shoes, man.
So are you rocking this or no?
I'm personally not rocking.
Neither. I can't do the. I don't know if that's like the cookies and cream bottom, but yeah, the shoe. I don't like the silhouette. I don't like.
I feel like it's a.
I don't like the shoe. Period.
It's not a dad shoe. It's like you wearing jeans and a polo shirt with this.
I'm not. I can't.
I'm saying the people who wear this, like they walk into something and they got jeans and a polo on. You're like, what the fuck? And they got like a belt.
Is it tucked in? Is the polo tucked in?
Could be, or like a dress shirt, and you're like, what the fuck? And they got those on. Like maybe they play golf or some shit. Like it's that type of shoe. It's an old man shoe. This is an old man shoe, and he young. I'm like, dude, you got an old man shoe?
I just don't see him move.
Or like khaki shorts.
Yeah, but I just don't see him moving a lot of units, bruh. Like,
oh, he might move a lot because there's a lot of people wearing khakis.
But I'm saying, like, who's really checking for Zion Williamson shoes when they look like this?
This is a top golf classic. You go into Top Golf and you play top golf in these motherfuckers. You got shorts on.
So then he should just make golf shoes.
It's a bro
from
shoe.
Now on. He should just be on the Jordan golf brand, even though he's a basketball player. Because I don't see it. Maybe they perform well. You know what I'm saying?
The person wearing these shoes really think they the shit. That's what it's a type of person.
But it's not because it's a Zion. It's because it's a Jordan shoe. That's why.
They were like, oh, I'm gonna get these, and they think they got the Jordan, but they didn't really get a Jordan. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like they got the wrong Jordan.
They got a knockoff. These look like Jordan knockoffs.
I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna sell. Like it's a certain type of person. It's a certain type of person that you gonna see these and be like,
I just don't see these.
I can't wait till the moment you see the person in the street with these shoes. I'm be like, damn.
Here's the thing.
Got the khaki shorts on, or he got the polo. You're gonna be like, he was right.
No. So this is a little something about me. Like I'm not a crazy sneakerhead in any sense of the word. Like I don't know everything and wouldn't begin to say like, oh shit, I know this, that, and the third. But I know a little bit, I know enough to be dangerous. And like when I'm out and about, like, you know, like if I see something that catch my eye, I'm like, oh shoot, there go to Pandas, or oh shoot, there go to there go some more bronze, there go this, there go that. I have never ever seen a pair of Zion shoes in the wild. Never.
You not in them circles yet.
Okay.
These motherfuckers is out in the wild.
No, bruh. Zion and his family, bruh. Them motherfuckers wearing them shits, dog. And maybe a couple of people on his team.
I'm telling you, it's like a tailgate classic. Like,
no, ain't nobody wearing these shoes. I would bet money, bro. I would bet money if we were in New Orleans right now, and we just went out into the public. We was on Bourbon, and we asked someone, "Have you ever seen anybody with some Zion shoes on?" Because if there was ever a place to see a motherfucker with some Zions on, it should be New Orleans. I would be willing to say that probably 8 out of 10 have not.
They probably wear jorts with these. Like some jorts. So, I'm trying to tell you, it's a certain type of person that wears these. So
what are we talking about? Is this like a middle-aged white man? Like, who the fuck are we talking about, bro? Like, is that what I'm hearing?
That's what these are. I swear, bro, they out there. Like they was at Marshall's or some shit. They look at the shoes and was like, ooh, these look nice. And they look at the tag, oh, that's a good price. And they just hit them motherfuckers on.
Hold on. First of all, the fact that you said they were at Marshall's tells you everything you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, and people of the world. It tells you everything you need to know about how we really feel about these shoes.
Yeah.
And you don't believe that these motherfuckers out here moving weight. Because typically, why is shit at Marshall's? Because they couldn't move them units, okay? And we move on.
But they get bought.
For $12? Yeah, eventually. Shit, it's going to make somebody's back to school, shopping at some point.
They wear them with jean shorts and a polo shirt. All right. I could. I'm sorry.
That's so funny, though. All right, moving on. Next one.
All right. Oh, there's a lot going on. I don't like our first impression. I don't like this.
You don't like it? Okay. So
it's like a bee, like a yellow jacket, like something trying to attack.
This is a safari edition.
Makes sense. It feels like the jungle.
And this is the second version of this player's shoe, which is the most recent version of this player's shoe. They play in the Western Conference.
Western Conference, okay.
And maybe they do a little magic on the side.
Luka's shoe? This is his shoe?
Yup.
Damn,
I like it. I like this colorway. This is probably my favorite Jordan design out of all of the signature Jordan lines. I think his design and his silhouette makes it looks the most functional. It looks the most versatile. Like you could rock these in the summertime, like on the pier with the homies, grabbing some lunch, whatever. You could ball in these. You know what I'm saying? Like you could play. You might be able to pull off a suit in these motherfuckers if the cut is right. You feel me? Like if the cut is right, you can't have no fucking socks on, but you might be able to wear a suit. You might be able to do it. You feel me?
So you might be able to pull a suit off with these, with your ankles out.
With your ankles out.
With your ankles out.
What are your thoughts?
I don't like them. I already said that. Like, like a bee. It could be a jackfruit. It could be like a dragon fruit.
A jackfruit?
I don't know. Like the dragon fruit. Like
yeah, I see what you. Yeah.
Pattern
the dots. Yeah, it could be Dalmatians.
I do have a thing about dots. So small dots make you go, ugh, and I don't like that shit.
Okay.
So it could be the dots that's bothering me right now. For me, it's a clash with that whatever green, blue, turquoise, whatever that color is.
Okay.
With that orange or yellow, that mustard color. Those two shouldn't be next to each other.
Interesting.
I think they should have used like a. If he was going wild, it should have been like a pink.
A pink?
Like a pink or a salmon color.
Because like, aren't there flamingos in?
Or flamingo color.
There are flamingos in Africa, right?
I think so. It should be. Everything in Africa, I guess. All kind of animals over there.
Hey, people, let us know what's good.
Yeah,
let us know if there's some flamingos.
But like a salmon pink or flamingo pink.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm with you on that.
Because it could just be the color clashing and saying, I don't like this shit.
I'm not mad at the color though.
So if maybe I need to see these in another color. I'll probably be like, oh, that's kind of hard.
I'm not mad at that.
I honestly think if they'd have put pink, that should have been hard.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Whose shoes are these?
These are Ant-Man.
Yes.
Ant-Man.
Yes. This is probably, I would say, if I'm being honest, Booker, D-Book, the books are my number one. Okay. This is probably my number two. I feel like this is the second
with
best.
With the sock? With that little sock thing around your ankle?
Yeah, bruh.
That's like my ankle's so small that should be baggy in mine.
You be able to put your whole, you be able to
slide my hand in that little ankle thing right there. That little sock be loose. Just bacon neck on that bad boy.
Funny. But you can tie them up though, bruh. So I rock with these, bruh. I like all the colorways that he's come out with too.
The black and white is the best out of all of them.
Yeah, I'm partial to the black and peach because that's an ode to the A. True. So I'm partial to that. But yeah, one of my favorites for sure.
Okay.
All right, so whose shoe do you think this is?
I have no idea.
All right, Western Conference.
Okay.
He's from Cali.
It looks like a real basketball shoe to me. Like if I said basketball shoe, this is what this motherfucker look like. Okay. It's a basketball shoe.
All right.
I couldn't confuse this for anything else but playing basketball.
Yeah, that's fair. He plays in LA. He's a Clipper.
Oh shit, these are Kawhi's?
Kahoo?
Kawhi Leonard?
Kahoo?
Kawhi or Kawhi?
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 Kawhi? As in Hawaii with a K?
Kawhi.
His name is Kawhi.
It ain't no he at the end. Just Kawhi. Not Kawhi.
Yes, it is Kawhi.
There's no H in there at all?
Yes, there's an H in there, but it's spelled
silent?
Kawhi. Kawhi.
So they don't say hi there.
Yeah. No. Kawhi. Yes.
Man, I hate the English language. I swear to God.
Well, I mean,
I can't wait till we gotta learn Mandarin. That way I ain't gotta make these mistakes, okay?
Well, that one's on his mama. Like let's just, or whoever named it.
I'm blaming it on English, okay?
That one's
hard.
English is
hard, okay?
Whoever named them, that one's on them.
English is hard.
But
I feel bad. Sorry for just fucking up all y'all names. Like, I just fuck up y'all names.
Yeah.
I ain't make sure realize I can give you a nickname and shit. But fuck, I can't say nobody's name. But it's English. It's English.
Will you say Giannis's last name for me?
I am not even gonna try that right
Come
now.
on, bro. Just one time for the people.
Nope. Kinda Kupo. That's all I know.
Kinda Kupo?
Yup. That's it. Man, these names be crazy. I be like, oh my God.
Oh my God, that's so
good.
Please, all right.
Please give me a nickname.
So now that we know that this is Kawhi Leonard's shoe.
This is like I said, it's like a basketball shoe.
It is a basketball shoe, and I don't like it.
Really?
I can't.
You wouldn't rock these at the 24-hour fitness?
Hell no.
Just play basketball? Like, you only can play basketball in these. You can't do anything else in these.
Can't do it.
You wouldn't even play basketball in the basketball shoe.
Can't do it.
These are legitimately only for basketball.
Can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it, player.
Like, I feel like you, if you come out with these on, someone thinks you about to go play basketball.
Nope. Can't do it.
This is the only time I'm putting these on is if I'm about to go play basketball.
I'm not putting them on. There is no way.
Even
if somebody gave me a free pair.
You don't think your game will just elevate a little bit just because they basketball shoes?
No, I don't think I'm wearing Kawhi Leonard shoes. Nah, bro. I can't do it.
You wouldn't wash your car outside with these with some basketball shorts on?
Nah, bro.
Because I feel like you're only wearing these if you're doing something that look like you about to play basketball.
I'm not.
You ain't gonna be on the barbecue pit with these?
No. Why?
You wearing basketball shorts and you just cooking?
No, bro. If I'm at the barbecue pit, that means I'm having some type of gathering at my house.
You got basketball shorts on, probably. You cooking?
And that means that I probably need to have some better shoes on than these. Like, let's be real.
I can see uncles wearing these.
Well, yeah.
They don't play basketball no more.
But okay, but
you think they about to ball you up because they just got them on.
These are uncles that also wear like top hats and matching sets. Like stop it, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, nobody.
That uncle ain't wearing it.
Like, you're right. They're wearing dress shoes in most situations. But if they did step out with some tennies on, these is the type of shits they have on, bro.
I just feel like if you see somebody,
they be like, oh, New Balance, they good for my feet.
If somebody come out with these, don't challenge them to a game. I wouldn't challenge them to a game of these. Anybody wearing these, they play ball. Like, they want to ball your ass up. They ain't trying to be cute. They ain't trying to
That's fair.
They about to ball your ass up.
That's fair. That's a fair take.
This is like an N1 mixtape shoe.
That's a fair take.
You out here just doing tricks and shit. You need some shit that's gonna let you cut. You don't want no Zion situation where your ankle might roll and shit.
Your shit blow.
This shoe has high functionality for the sport of basketball. That's what all it does is basketball. It ain't getting you nobody number at the club. It ain't getting nobody let you cut at McDonald's. They gonna be like, oh, can't let you go in front of me. None of that shit. You better play basketball in these shoes. That's it.
So, a quick callback to Zion busting through some shoes. Okay, you want to know whose shoes he busted through?
Some Quiets?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say, I guess they're not good for basketball.
This is when he was at Duke. They're sponsored by Nike. He busted through some Paul Georges. So to your point from earlier that, when we say that, or when you said that, 10, 15 years from now, no one's going to remember some of these shoes, or like years from now, some people are just going to be lost to history. That won't be lost to history, but his shoe might be because it'll be forever linked with that blowout. Anyway.
Did he break his leg in his own shoe when Paul George snapped his leg in half?
I don't know.
I hope it wasn't.
Because that's a tough run to have, bro. That's like you could have 1 million 5-star reviews and then you get 2 reviews where oh yeah, somebody died. Oh, well, that's it. Well, that's it.
You get like a toe.
You're out of business.
You can get toe cancer from these. Like, what? Like,
you're done. You're out of business. That's it. Yeah.
That only happened one time. I don't want them.
I don't want to take that chance.
I don't want those.
I'm going to keep these toes.
Yeah.
All right. Next shoe. Who you got next? Let me see which.
Oh, you told me who these were. These are Jimmy Butlers.
Jimmy Butlers, yeah. So this is
offline. You told me who these were.
Yeah. So this is a.
I was terribly wrong on these.
Yeah, you were. You thought these were the LeBrons, which is laughable, which is like unbelievably.
Because I swear it's the boat toe looking thing.
Okay. So this is why this is what
LeBron should look like to me. Like that weird.
So this is why I'm gonna get on you for a second. Because you went on this big rant about how motherfuckers shouldn't be changing logos and changing shit and flipping shit around.
What was going on with this shoe?
Hold on. You went on that big ass rant about all that shit. And and all these damn Nike commercials you done seen with LeBron for the last 21 years, bruh. And you thought these were the LeBrons? Hey, what kind of Nike check is this?
I was under pressure. I was like, this shit looks... I was under duress, okay? I was like, LeBron.
I was under duress.
LeBron. That's all I can say. LeBron. That shit got that... Because LeBron, I swear his shoes curl up.
They do have the same kind of heel action.
And the toe and always like they're curling up. Like his foot is in there going, making that shoe go, ah! And that's what these shoes look like. It's like they hurting.
They look like a ship. Look like a fucking... Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So, so these are Jimmy Butler's signature shoe. I don't know if this is his most... I think it is his most recent. But he is... he has his signature shoe with the brand, the Chinese brand. I think it's called Li Ning. Ning. And yeah, I think this is his second or third iteration of this shoe.
It looks like a running boot kind of thing. Like it has functionality, not personality.
Yeah, for sure. And
so you see the back of that? You see that thing where you can grab the back of that shoe? You can get like 4 fingers in that. You know how hard it is to stick your hand in that little back loop most of the time? Yeah, that one you have no problem. Just quick grab. The whole shoe come on. It's just on. Yeah. Shoe on.
That's fair.
It looks very functional.
Okay. You done with your reaction?
Yeah, that's my little rant.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. So for people that don't know, I'm a healthcare provider. I'm a physical therapist. In particular, I work with patients who develop wounds. And you know what this shoe looks like?
This is gonna be great.
This looks like the new age diabetic shoe, bro. I ain't lying. I'm not fucking lying. I'm dead ass for real. The same colors. It's always some white, red, and black shit, bro. I am not fucking around with you, dog. Like
you
see
some ankles.
Like I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like these are the type of shoes. Now, what would make them like a little bit more diabetic shoes if the toe box was bigger. But I'm just being for real. This shit. They look like diabetic shoes, bruh. The new ones.
A compression sock.
Which is a compliment for diabetic shoes, but not for Jimmy Butler's shoe. You feel me? And that's just how I feel. And that's just that's how the cookie crumbled for me when I saw these shits.
Once, I'm not the one. I feel like I'm not the one in this episode.
I'm being real, bruh.
Man, Terry took the...
yeah.
He took the grab. He got diabetic shit.
I'm just being honest.
Woo!
I'm just being honest, bro.
Oh.
Yes, man. I'm trying to tell you. All right.
So I should pass you the baton. I'm like, here you go, Terry. This is the saying wild shit. Saying wild shit moment goes to Terry.
I'll take that one this episode for sure. For sure.
Oh, man.
All right. You ready for the next one?
What are these?
These are.
You look at the same shoe, the green thing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, these
the green thing.
The green thing. These are Jordans, obviously.
I guess if you roll your ankle, you got good grip on the side.
You do. Yeah, not.
Ain't that a sole on the side? That's like the bottom.
You
grip.
know what? I don't.
Is that bottom grip?
So actually, where the Jordan is, it's rubber. Where the other one is, it's like a fabric, I think. You see,
so I can kind of roll the ankle.
The texture is a little different. Yeah, the texture.
I can cut with my foot to the side.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant to, I think, to give you that lateral support. Because you know how when you slide, like you like on this, you're like busting the seams almost of the shoe. So Zion wouldn't be able to bust through these. That motherfucker got a wall there. He got a wall of rubber. That's just gonna be your ankle.
I guess he's like some crossover shoes.
All right,
let me.
But who's the player?
Oh, okay. A player. I don't know.
Eastern Conference in the Northeast.
I mean, green. I would guess somebody on Boston because of green.
Okay. Yep. You're very warm.
Okay, so is it Jaylen Brown or is it whatchamacallit? The other
Whatchamacallit?
You know the main motherfucker.
Bruh,
hold on. Energy drink wearing off.
Hold on. Okay, this needs to be noted because you was banging the drum for this motherfucker.
I know, and I can't remember his name.
In our playoff predictions episode, talking about how they deserve to win the championship because they won more games.
Tatum, there we go.
Okay,
damn, Jason, I could not. Hey, the sun got me today, okay? The sun got me today. I got
about to say, how the fuck?
It was on the tip of my tongue. I could see him. I saw the light skin, curly hair.
With the crisp line.
I was like, wait a minute. I saw the kid.
What is your
name? I saw his son. I was like, I saw everything. I'm like, why can't I say his name? Jesus Christ!
Oh, that's so good.
So these are Jason Tatum's.
Correct. This is his second version of his shoe.
I like the pattern. That's why I said before.
Yeah, I do. I like the pattern.
Let me talk about something I actually like. And I was like, I like that background pattern shit. Yeah. I just don't think I like the Robin mask on the side.
I just saw that. After you said it, I just saw it.
Or like the Riddler or some shit. It's one of them fucking villain masks.
The Robin mask. It's a villain.
It's a vigilante mask on the side of his damn shoe. I don't like it.
You're right about that. I do. I'll be honest with you. This is my second favorite Jordan signature shoe design.
For the pattern part.
No, I like the overall silhouette. But to your point with Kawhi's shoe, this is a basketball shoe. You're not doing shit else in this shoe but playing basketball. I wouldn't rock this really in any other situation other than playing basketball or doing something relatively athletic.
If they didn't put the big ass mask on the side,
and that's my point. Like, it feels bulky, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, bulky is kind of in right now in foot and shoe wear in particular. So I'm not mad at it, but I just, for me personally, for my fashion style, like, it doesn't fit in my lane.
I feel like they do it on purpose so people can color in the shit. That's why I wondered. Like,
oh, that's cool.
That's like, was it for a kid to just draw on the shoe?
Could be. I mean, yeah, you could probably.
Because that's why I'm like, if that big ass mask wasn't there, it'd be more shit to color.
That's
like,
fair.
I can't color it now because you got this big ass thing on the side.
Got this shit on the side.
Fucking Robin mask on the side.
All right.
But I don't like it. I'm just overall, I don't like it. That's why I said, let me say something about it I do like though. But
yeah.
Nah.
But overall, you're not rocking with it. Yeah, I feel like the Jordan signature shoes are low key the worst. But you know, Luka's is solid. Anyway, all right, next one. Let me reiterate.
I know what shoe this is.
Okay, whose shoe is this?
James Harden.
Awesome.
With his...
And go ahead, have your rant, bro. This is your moment to talk about iRobot and Audis, and this is your moment, bro. Like you
tell me that don't like a vehicle.
I mean, yeah, it
like
does.
You just looked at it.
It does look a little bit like a Prius.
Of a car, just a car, Tesla, something.
That's fair.
Some type of futuristic electric vehicle with no emissions. right there on the side.
Man.
Moon roof and shit. It just has vehicle S all over it.
Bro, let me tell you something. This shit fire.
Okay. Man, see, that's what I mean. I don't know nothing about shoes.
Period,
like,
bruh. This shit fire. And then, like, some of his other colorways, like, he's got a purple pair that go hard. And then, like, he's got, like, a black and green, a black and yellow, black and gold, a black and red, a black and purple. Like, the colorways are fire,
maybe
bruh.
I just don't know shit about
I mean, you like what you
shoes.
like. No, it ain't about that, bro. Like, if this ain't what you fuck with, this ain't what you fuck with.
Let me get your opinion on this.
So
it was a few of the shoes. It was like cool. It had a classic look to it, and you mentioned like, hey, I wonder what they're going to do next or the next iteration.
Yeah.
How do you feel about sometimes when something's not broke, don't fix it? Like, for example, like Van's been the same for fucking like 70 years.
Yeah.
Like, what if some of the players just say, fuck it, just I'm gonna keep rocking that one? Like, I mean, they have a shoe that might be timeless. You think that's a risky move to try to not release another, like taking some time, like, look, just that's my shoe. Like, let's just make different colors or get better material, but it's essentially the same shit.
Yeah, so I think it's I think it would be a bad move to release the same shoe every year for a couple of reasons, because essentially you could do that anyway, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So like so let's take LeBron for example. LeBron has his 21st shoe that he wears all the time. He wears that pretty much in every single game. He has a bunch of different colorways, some customs, this, that, and the third, collabs, all that shit that he features throughout the season. But then they're still selling LeBron 1s. They're still selling 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s. True. And he's making new colorways with those two, plus bringing back some old ones. So, in my opinion, it's kind of like the whole, like, should Bronny stay in school versus go to the league? And it's like, well, yeah, he's making NIL money here, but he's also going to get an NBA check, too. So, if you can get both, get both.
Yeah.
And I think the other piece, too, is, like, you don't know that first iteration is going to be a classic until time has passed.
Yeah.
So you want to grab as much market share as you possibly can and as much cred and potential culture hype around your brand and around your shoe. And maybe your 10th shoe is the one that really hits.
Yeah. And
there's an anniversary for they do an anniversary release, because that's what they're starting to do with LeBron now. It's like, oh, okay, well, shoot, it's been 10 years since this shoe came out. It's been 20 years since this shoe came out. So we're going to do a small batch release, certain special colorways. Like, we'll maybe do some traditional silhouettes and traditional colorways, and then we'll do a couple that Bron is feeling at this point in this stage of his life to make it extra, extra special. So, yeah, you got to do something different. You don't have to do something different every single time in the sense that, like, you can still, and I think a lot of players keep the foundational principles of the shoe the same.
Yeah.
Because if you look at even Harden's shoe, if you look at the last 2 or 3 iterations of his shoes, the basic foundational concept is simple or similar, but he keeps tinkering with the materials, to your point.
Yeah.
And it makes it a completely different shoe.
So maybe he didn't went that path. Like you said, all his shoes kind of got that same
These
look.
shoes are going to be iconic. These shoes are going to be the shoes.
But he got previous ones that look like that kind of too then,
a little bit. A little bit.
See, that's why I'm with. Well, see, I don't like the shoe, but I like the idea that he's like, this is working.
Yeah.
And I'm going.
Well, he
a little changer,
but
like not completely change the shoe. I would not want to be like, whose shoe is this again? Like, I don't want to have to keep guessing. Like,
yeah,
if you got your look, that's your look.
So everyone does
your style.
Everyone does eventually find the style. So what I have kind of seen, and even Harden kind of went through this evolution. Like the first couple iterations of his shoes, they were cool, but they weren't like. They didn't give iconic vibes, right? And sometimes that's like, okay, it could be the designer that you want to work with or that you have available to you at the company. Yeah. And as your allure and as your reach and your leverage grows, then you might be able to pull in voices that you actually want as opposed to what the company wants you to work with initially, right?
Yeah.
And so I think and that's why I think like the shoes get a little bit better as you get deeper into. So I feel like the prime of someone's shoe making and shoe designing career is probably year 8 to year like 14.
Jesus, boy, some of these other guys
because sometimes I feel like it takes some time for you to get to the materials that you really fuck with and that work for what you do functionally. Yeah. And then the vibe of the shoe, like whether you're gonna do a low, a high, right? So and that's why I was saying about Ja, like he came out with a low shoe to start. And so I'm intrigued. Are you gonna give us a mid? Are you gonna give us a high? Are you gonna give us all three? Are you going to give us some variation within that? And what is that going to look like? Is it still going to carry on the same basic silhouette of your one, but just in a mid? Like what are these things going to look like? And that's like, that shit excites me.
Because for me, it's like, I know it's supposed to be rare that it happens. Like, a shoe become the shoe, like an Air Force One. Like, it's just the Air Force. The Chuck Taylor.
A timeless shoe.
A timeless shoe. The Vans.
But they didn't know that initially.
Like, the damn shell toe. Like, it's just a classic shoe. And I feel like Jordan did that with that first shoe.
Correct.
That was just a fucking Nike that they already had.
It was a basic prototype.
And he stuck his name to it. It was already a good shoe that everybody was kind of already wearing. Now it's a Jordan. So I'm like, to credit to what you said, it takes time. I'm like, damn, maybe they shouldn't be putting so much energy and effort into these early shoes. Like, they just go so excited they got their first shoe, but it might not be the hit.
Yeah.
You might want to just stick your name to some shit and let them shit sell.
Yeah.
Get some shit that's already kind of selling, stick your name to it for a while. You may not play basketball no more, but hey, I'm sliding in these motherfuckers. I like Air Forces. Stick my name to Air Forces. You know? Yeah, that was just part of that like thought process. Like, damn, do we have to like keep making a shoe? With some of them originals, going back and looking at albums, I'm like, hey bro, you might want to just ride that for 5 years.
For sure.
Don't even, if it ain't broke right now, don't go out here trying to fix it. Like, don't make another shoe for 3 years. You're already in trouble anyway. Just keep making different colors.
I mean, that's kind of what happened though. Like, he got in trouble. They had just released his shoe. They pulled it back a little bit. They didn't take it off the shelves completely, but they did pull back. And basically, like, they redshirted his ass. They were like, so this year is going to be the year that we really get to actually promote your first shoe. And we'll see what happens with and hopefully they'll continue. I'm sure he's going to come out with his second version next year when he's back in the lineup. But
Same thing with D-Book. They doing terrible right now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's a rule. You got a great shoe, but your ass ain't living up to your name.
Yeah.
So fair. You might want to just fall back on your shoe for a minute.
Well,
release a new one.
I feel like his next shoe is going to be crazy anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, but I'm like, this first one's tight. Yeah, I'm just like, let this shit ride out for a minute. This shit might be an Air Force One. Just
I think his first shoe has an opportunity to be an iconic shoe.
Just let that shit ride. And then when you see that shit start to, okay, people just tired of it.
Then
you still balling. You still balling good. Release some more shoes.
Yeah.
All right. We about to make now the anticipation's up. Man, he had that first one, but it might be hard to live up to.
Yeah. Well, I think also too I think it's written in their contract that they have to do certain things, right? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like being an art, like a recording artist. Like you get signed for X amount of albums. So yeah, even though your first album was the best album that you ever created, and it's still getting streams and spins and making you money, making the company money, making everybody money, you still got 5 more to do, bro. So get your ass in the studio.
Release some shoes, brother. Like, yeah.
So I think that probably plays a role as well. All right,
that's a good point.
Let's finish up with the last couple.
Okay. Whose shoe is this? Another Adidas?
Yeah. So this is Eastern Conference.
Eastern Conference.
Used to play in the Western Conference. Was traded this summer.
Oh, is this Dame Dollars?
Yes, sir. This is his latest shoe. So he just started wearing this shoe like within the last couple weeks.
It's a basketball shoe.
Yeah, it's a basketball shoe.
It's a basketball.
It's nice. I like it. I like the silhouette.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
I'm not against it at all. Yeah, I like it too. All right, and then this is we got a couple more, but we'll go quick. So this player is Eastern Conference, plays in the middle of the country. Plays for the Land. It's on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay. So these must be spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think this is his 6th edition.
This is a basketball shoe as well.
This is a basketball shoe as well.
Yeah, it
ain't doing shit else in these but playing basketball.
You ain't impressing nobody.
Might play a little pickleball in these. Shit. They look like a good court shoe.
They functionality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not rocking these. You're not trying to get in the club with these. All right. Next one.
And I know this because I'm just a fan of this guy, and I was hoping this wasn't his shoe.
So whose shoe is this?
This is Wemby.
Yeah. So this is so this is the prototype. This is a concept of the shoe. So this isn't the final. This isn't like what it's gonna look like necessarily, but this is kind of like, they're going through prototypes. This is a concept of what his shoe would look like, and it does look otherworldly, which fits the narrative.
Imagine his big ass foot in this.
but it fits the narrative of him being an alien. But yes, it motherfucker gonna look like he got melted marshmallows on his foot. If this is the shit.
I hope this is just a prototype. I hope it goes back to the drawing board. Do not come out into production with these. They look crazy. I can't imagine anything on his feet that's gonna look normal because he looks weird.
Yeah,
like his body frame. But come on, y'all.
Yeah, I mean,
like, come on.
I'm not 100% enthused about the overall design, but I am intrigued and fascinated about what it is how close it will be to looking like this when they actually like finalize it.
I saw images floating on the internet and I was like, hey, this is Wemby's shoe, and I was like, it was something else that was similar looking-ish to this, but I was like, I hope this is just all rumor. I'm gonna wait till the official Nike or something get released. Yeah. Like, that's what it is, but I hope it ain't. They already got the alien whole thing going, so I don't see them not, but you could go Air Force. Like, it could be Air Force S, because that aliens, Air Force, planes, I'm like, you could just go to a classic look and be like, yeah, he's an alien, but we're going to keep him
classy.
Clean. Keep him classy.
We'll keep him under the radar.
Yeah, under the radar, because he's a UFO, but, but like, don't go nothing weird. That's what I'm hoping.
All right, last one.
It's a basketball shoe.
I mean, it could kind of, in the right... I could see me rocking this in an alternate, like outside of a court setting as well.
It looked like a tennis shoe, too.
It does, yeah, it does. It's a good court shoe. Like, I would ball out in these.
Because I said, like, it has functionality.
Yeah, so whose shoe is this? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, is it Caitlin?
Yeah, Caitlin Clark. Yeah. So this is another concept for what her first shoe is going to look like.
Oh, this is still concept.
Yeah, we don't know that this is the exact design, but this is the first concept that I think Nike released. So this shoe in particular is an ode to her time at Iowa as a Hawkeye. This is the colors of her college, obviously. And yeah, man, congrats to her. Like, she just signed an 8-year, $28 million shoe deal with Nike that I think is only going to get bigger. She's selling out, like, jerseys, selling out the draft. Like, bro, like, she is a meteor and she's crushing. So, big ups to her.
This is a functional shoe, though. Like, if you step out in these, I'm not playing basketball against you in this.
And I bet I'm betting money that it's gonna be a fair amount of NBA players rocking these shits when they come out on court.
Yeah, and they gonna be dunking on your ass.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see, like, because I think, like, she's one of, okay, so this is where I do agree with you on the whole, like, they shouldn't step outside of what the brand does traditionally as a player, because you're right, she's a basketball player. Like, that is who she is, what she is. Now, I think she'll start to show off her fashion range and her fashion sense in time. Yeah. But when you think about Caitlin Clark, you don't think about fashion. Whereas when you think about Angel Reese, potentially, right? And I mean, she was G'd up, like Caitlin Clark was G'd up at the draft as just like everybody else was, and she looked great. But I want to see what she's gonna do with her shoe, not just from a silhouette and design standpoint, but from a colorway standpoint. I want to see how playful she's gonna be with colors.
Or is she gonna stay
functional and stay kind of reserved, because she seems very, like, she's always locked in. I
just need to work. Like,
yeah.
I just needed to work.
Yeah. Like, she's always locked in.
Caitlin, what color you want? I just needed to work.
yeah. Like, I just need to be able to get buckets effectively.
We need the colors.
Right. And so she strikes me more as that type of personality, which is, I think, what makes her so great. Yeah. So I'm really interested to see where she takes even just her first signature shoe with the different colorways and different combinations she could put together. So, that's our episode for today. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. However you're listening and however you're watching, we appreciate y'all. Yep. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, because we want to engage with you all. And let us know which signature shoe is your favorite and which player that you rock with in the signature shoe game. And with that being said, Ayati?
Stay casual.